All right, welcome back to our last segment of the September County Connections edition. Scott, Karn, Thomas. We want to talk about a couple of projects that the county has going on first. So the Breckenridge Grand Vacations Community Center and Summit County South Branch Library. We'll start with that one. Thomas, I'll let you talk about that. You were at the sneak peek event here in mid-August.
Yeah.
And talk about that.
And he wasn't lonely.
Exactly. We had a great turnout. We did a little event where people were able to walk through the building. We stopped construction for a day and signed people up. And we had 300 and some folks come out and see what we're doing with the high school that was built back in 1909 and 1921. Mm-hmm. Which the last tenant was CMC, and the town of Breck bought it and then came to us in partnership, and we've put together this fabulous project that we are looking forward to opening here at the end of this year. But we had a lot of people show up for the sneak peek, right? Yep. And walk through, and we signed a bunch of people up to buy, chairs in the new movie theater and to sign up for the Founders Club and all kinds of good stuff. And I won $3.
Yes. Thomas won $3. You were third place in the pool for how many people were going to come through. And $3 whole for a simple investment of $1.
Exactly.
So tripled his money.
Wendy Wolf came in first. Wendy Wolf. She got all of $20, right? Man,
I don't know, something like that. It was a small pool, but yeah, great turnout for the event, and it's sort of the last opportunity for people to go through the building before it officially opens, and so that was sort of the last gasp for people to take a look at it.
Yeah, so we've, kudos also to Brian Edney and Leah Arnold and Larissa and everybody that's worked so hard on fundraising for this project. We've raised over $2 million between individual donations and state foundations and locals and businesses, and so that's pretty significant for a $9 million project to raise $2 million. So I'm very, very proud of everybody that's been involved in that.
Yep, it will be a wonderful, wonderful facility once it's all opened up. Karn, anything to add on that one?
Well, I'm just looking forward to the grand opening, which we know will be before the end of the year, probably early December, when we'll actually get to see the final product. And it will include some of the finds in the rebuilding of the building. Some things that the historians missed will be on display, and it's just really exciting.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then in concert with that, so obviously the South Branch Library that's located just adjacent to the Justice Center will be moving into the new building, vacating the old library facility, and there's a project soon to get started there. Thomas, you want to talk a little bit about what that project is?
Yeah, so the DA's offices currently in Summit County are located out on Airport Road, and at the time that they were placed there, that was simply all that Summit County could afford to do. But clearly what's always made sense to us is that the DA's offices should be located on the Justice campus. So part of what we're doing is renovating the current South Branch Library in order to move the DA's offices there. And then the other part of this building will be new offices for probation. So probation right now are down in the basement of the Justice Center in let's just call it less than ideal space, right? And so we're breaking ground on the renovation of the current library building, and we should have that done hopefully by the end of next summer, we think, maybe, right? And then the space that the probation offices are in become a meeting room and then space for the sheriff for evidence storage. A recent law that was passed requires Sheriff Minor to store evidence for many, 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 many years. And so after that law passed, he came to us and said, "Where do you want me to put this stuff?" And so now we've got an answer for that. So it was important to us to try to do all of this at once. We're kind of stretching the capital budget a little bit thin, but it saves us money long term to get this all done at one time. And when we're getting decent prices still on the work.
Yep. So there'll be a little bit of construction activity at the existing library while that library is still operational. So part of this project is to not only renovate the interior of the existing library, but also to build an expansion onto that building, essentially doubling the size. And so there'll be some construction fencing and a fair amount of construction activity going on
Kids
that
love
site.
construction.
Yes.
Kids
Stay
love
behind the fence.
construction.
Stay well behind the fence.
Hang on to your kids as you go into the South Branch Library, because the next thing you know, they'll be on top of a backhoe.
Yeah. Hopefully not underneath the backhoe, so
Right.
be very careful.
Exactly.
All right, let's see, jump into, I guess, kudos to the county's finance office related to their audit and some awards. Card, go ahead.
Well, Marty Ferris has been under-recognized, in my opinion. She has had this award for 20-some years, right? I don't remember it's just too many years to keep track of. But we've had a clean audit every year, and there are a lot of counties that struggle with this, but Marty has done a fabulous job. And so once again, she gets this honor of the Certificate of Financial Excellence from this organization, GFOA.
Government Finance Officers Association.
Yeah,
GFOA. And the Colorado branch is CGFOA. So there you go.
Of course.
Of course. They're very creative, those finance folks.
Right. Not to be confused with California's GFOA.
That's right. That's CA GFOA.
Or Connecticut's.
All right. So again, kudos to Marty and to her staff and to Marty's predecessors for that matter, because this has been going on for a good long time. So, all right. Next thing, I've got two items that are on the same day. I'm going to start with Make a Difference Day, which is the morning of September the 13th. And so, Karen, why don't you talk a little bit about what Make a Difference Day is?
Mark your calendars. This year it's going to be warmer than past years, because Make a Difference Day has been going on for quite a few years now. I want to say about 16, and they have been established in October. So this year we decided to be nice to people and have it a little earlier when it tends to be warmer. There are about 30 organizations that have fun projects to get involved in, helping the community in a wide range of ways. And a couple years ago, I hurt my back right before Make a Difference Day, and I hobbled in there and was able to get an assignment of standing up and sorting through papers all morning. I usually like to do the outdoor dig in the trails or pull weeds or something like that, get dirty outside. So there is a wide range of activities you can choose from, and all you need to do is show up at the bus barn at 8 a.m. on the 13th of September, get dirty, go home, change your clothes, and get ready for Dancing with the Mountain Stars.
Does anybody know a mountain star that might be sitting here?
There's a past mountain star right there.
I did do my dancing a few years ago, and I remember how hard it was getting down to the deadline. And Thomas has been rehearsing on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So don't miss it.
So excuse my informal attire here, but yeah, I ran from dancing practice to tape this show. So
Tell us how that's going.
yeah, nothing like a little anxiety to yeah. So anyway, I'm speechless.
But you're sore as well, right?
Yeah, I've been using a lot of Icy Hot lately.
Dancing gets you into shape.
So in any case, it's a great event for the Hospital Foundation, and it's a great fundraiser, and it's at the Keystone Conference Center, and it sells out every year. So if you want to go, you better be calling
get your
and
ticket.
getting a ticket. So
Good.
yeah, so all for a good cause. That's what I just keep telling myself.
Yep.
It's all for a good cause.
If you
Good
don't
for
have
you.
your
Good
ticket
for you.
yet, call Deb Edwards at the hospital and get your ticket today.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, good. Anything else that either of you would like to add? Seeing none. So the show, that's the end of our show. Thanks very much for watching, and certainly stick around SCTV 10 for other interesting local government programming.